Alright, so we're going to make a stretch pot, and before you get started I want you to get a elephant ear sponge. You see that? This is a rim tool, also like a rump shaper at the bottom there. You can get a rubber or a wooden rib tool, or a handy steel one. Dirty Girl rump shaper, everybody likes those. And a Steve tool. This is going to be for the texture. Alright, so we'll start this out by getting this just damp. Slam that down and center this. So the first thing, to keep the clay from falling off the wheel head, push down hard on this to get it anchored and seal it down here at the base. And then once you get it centered, you're going to cone several times until it feels nice and smooth in your hands, and then just kind of recenter. Okay. I like to kind of hold the sponge in my hand so I can squeeze it to get water in the inside, so I'm opening up right now. Go down to about a ½ inch from the bottom and then pull out to open it, and then I'm just going to spend a little bit of time to flatten out the base on this. Okay, let's pull and raise the sidewalls now. We're going to pinch with the right finger, pushing it in, and come up slowly, releasing the pressure a little bit as we get towards the top. Go all the way through the rim. In fact, every time you get to the rim, I want you to compress the rim. Just pinch and push down to keep the rim nice and smooth. Do this a couple more times here. See what we get this time. Pinch, push in with the right hand and pull up. One more. Inside of my pot's getting a little dry because my finger kind of got stuck on it there and made it wobbly, so I'll wet that. Alright, this will be my last pull. I'm barely pinching here, coming up through the rim, and I will take a minute to use a wire cutter here to trim that rim off because it's a little wobbly, so I'll just push down a little bit, let it spin a couple revolutions, and pull up. Alright, the bottom, I like to use this tool, this Dirty Girl rump shaper, just to shave off this excess clay on the bottom. Put my finger on the back side of it to catch the excess. Alright, so that bottom is ready. Now before we use the Steve tool, take a rib tool, metal or plastic or wood rib tool, and just kind of push in to smooth out the surface. And then we're ready for this Steve tool, which should spin and put just a random pattern on this. So I'm gonna wet the inside, and just kind of support it with my finger as I push in with the tool. Put like a random texture on there. I'll go up and down twice. Alright. Now I'm going to stretch, and I'm going to get the interior of the pot wet and just kind of hook my fingers to pull out in the middle section of this pot, just a little bit at a time. If I pull too hard, I might rip it, which might be a cool effect if that's what you're looking for, but not today. Notice I'm not touching the outside of the pot, otherwise my pattern, the texture that I just put in there would be gone. Alright, now I'm going to just shape a rim on this here. Just going to pull out, compress that rim, and then use this tool to shape that rim right there. Alright, and there's the stretch pot with the Steve tool random texture applied. dump the water out of the interior of that and let it sit to get leather hard. I'll show you 2 more pots done with the same tool but with just a different pattern on it. This one was done when all the spikes on this kind of lined up in a straight row, so we get a different result with that. And this one, can you see that one in there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one was done with the spikes that are round, just little round spikes. All right, so have fun with the Steve tool making your stretch pot.